So, today's topic is Daryl Berryman writing for or blogging for Purple Yellow. Today's topic is going to be on LeBron James throwing his weight around with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So apparently he's been having these cryptic tweets earlier in the week, or actually last couple weeks. Now he's talking about wanting to play with Carmelo, D Wade, and Chris Paul. He's talking about wanting to play with them. Apparently that interview was a little old, but they asked him about it again, and he didn't back off of it, which is no problem. I like when people own up to what they say. I don't like when people backtrack. My issue is, aren't you getting ready for a championship run? Are you not number one in the Eastern Conference right now? Shouldn't you be worried about your playoff run? A lot of distractions. It's looking like this isn't what he thought it was going to be coming back to Cleveland, which is, I don't know what he thought it was going to be. They have a great team. It's just the emergence of Golden State and San Antonio being San Antonio, and I mean, what can you do? All you can do is throw your hat in the ring and be in the running. That's all you can do. Stacked teams don't equate to success in the NBA. They equate to winning a lot of games, a lot of regular season games. You're gonna have a great record, but the best of the best end up winning. He has power and he knows it. He can pick his players he wants to play with. He picks his coach. Gets players out of there who you don't want to play with. I think Andrew Wiggins would have been a better help to them now than Kevin Love is right now. That's why it's not good to let your players be general managers. Ask Kobe Bryant. He almost tried to get us Jason Kidd or Kevin Garnett for Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum helped lead us to 2 championships and was a younger player at the time. So it's not good to have your best player be your general manager, because they have conflicting, as smart as he is, they have conflicting interests. So I just find it interesting. Just drama. Not a hater of his game. I don't want to act like I know him, but I just never liked, I don't know, I just never liked something about how he went about his business. As far as, okay, he's with Cleveland the first time. I remember all the speculation before he was even going to be a free agent. All kind of leaked stories about where he was going to go beforehand. Obviously, he did the decision, which everybody vilified him for, went to Miami. Then actually his whole Miami tenure, it was little whispers that Cleveland would be a possibility. And it seemed like some fishiness was going on, because Cleveland actually got a couple draft picks from Miami. So while they're going through their doldrum, they're able to build their program up, because we know nobody's going to go there as a free agent. They're still not landing free agents, even with Bron there. Unless you consider Richard Jefferson a big find. So speculation about him returning to Cleveland. Little whispers, nothing big. Nobody thought he would leave Miami and D Wade and Pat Riley and the great situation he have there. But lo and behold, he leaves. So he comes back to Cleveland, makes up with Dan Gilbert, who released a scathing letter as he was on his way out. Supposedly makes up with him, but they hired a coach beforehand because they didn't think he was coming back, and they had the number 1 pick in the draft. So they shipped the number 1 pick in the draft with their coach that they just paid, not knowing Braun was coming. And they shipped the number 1 pick to get Kevin Love, and that experiment is not going too well. Didn't go too well last year, their first year playing together. Have a meeting over the summer at a hotel out here in LA, and I guess patch things up, and obviously money talks. Kevin Love could have made more money in Cleveland than he could have made anywhere else. You know, you're going to a good team. You're making a ton of money playing with Bron and Kyrie. Why not? You know you're going to get, at worst, Eastern Conference Finals run. Why not? So he comes back. Also, I heard he had assurances from, I don't know if it's from front office, from Bron. They're going to use him differently. So I can't comment on that because I haven't watched Cleveland too much this year. So I can't comment on that. But anyways, so you got Kevin Love now. So you got Kevin Love, a young Kyrie Irving. What is he, 22 maybe? 22 years old. Star player in this league. You have a great team. You have a lot of complementary parts. You got Della Vadova. You got J.R. Smith. Tristan Thompson just got a max deal, or a ridiculous contract, if not a max deal, and I don't even know if he starts. Then they make the Mozgov trade. Their team is stacked. It's just all about chemistry and making it work. You can talk about who's top such and such at their position all you want to, but chemistry is the main trump. Look at the Spurs. I know they're probably once in a lifetime kind of team, but it's just chemistry. It don't matter who they have, their main guys, but those guys are getting older. They plug other parts in there, and they just keep winning and keep playing together and keep moving the ball. So it's a chemistry thing. It's not a personnel thing. That's the fine line about sports, no matter what level, but it really shows professional wise because everybody's good. So chemistry trumps all. Once you get to a certain level of talent, everybody across the board is good. Chemistry trumps all. But I'm drifting into another topic, so I really just want to comment on LeBron James throwing his weight around and really using his leverage. Trying to figure out, I don't think I've ever seen another NBA player have as much leverage as he's had his whole career. And I know that's scaring some owners, or maybe not. Maybe they're like, whatever, because he's not our problem. A problem that isn't the problem. Crazy, right? It's funny how the media picks who they want to put on the pedestal and picks who they don't.